Hello, I'm Mike. Imagine an online community that's buzzing 24/7. It greets you by name, cheers you on with your successes, and maybe even arranges in real-life meetups, even while you sleep. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 AI automations that will turn any drowsy forum into an online 24/7 party. We'll start off with some really simple automations, and as the video goes on, we'll progress to AI-powered conversation starters that will keep your community alive. Let's dive in. So I'm using Circle to manage my online community. They've got lots of AI-powered features like summarize recent posts, but we did that in a previous video. Today, I'm going to go into the menu and look at this one here. This is workflows. Now, if you've ever used a workflow automation tool, and I imagine if you're watching my channel you have, then this is going to be very familiar. I'm going to create a very simple new workflow, and as I've got 10,000 members and this community is growing, I need to automate a lot of initial outreach. So let's start with the custom workflow. It's going to be an automation over here, and we'll click Create. And here we can set things up. Now, I've already named this workflow Concierge Style Welcome DM, and now I can add my first trigger. In this instance, I want to work with members who join my community, but I don't want to overwhelm them. When you join the Create a Magic community, you usually get an onboarding email and bits like that. So as the next step in this workflow, we'll actually scroll down and find the time delay. And I'm just going to delay my workflow for 1 day. Then we'll add something else, and we're going to send our new member a direct message after 24 hours. Start off by typing hey, and then down here in the curly brackets, we can add such things as member name, so it personally addresses the new member. All good. Any questions about the community? And there it is, our first direct message. We can continue onwards. And in fact, I told you it would be easy. Oh, but I want to add one more thing because it's related to a more complex automation we'll do later in the video. Now, to make this human-like, I'm going to add another step and indeed another time delay, but this time not days, we'll delay it by hours. And for the follow-up, PS, if you fill in your bio here, you'll get a surprise. And then I'm pasting in the link to update bios. Now, this is quite a cool thing because usually community members don't fill stuff in, so getting their bio details really helps me to know who everyone is that's joining my community. Now all I need to do is click the activate button, and there you go, my 24/7 concierge is live. Let's move on to automation number 2. Now you'll see when you join up, I've got instant course access here in my premium section of the community. This is your chance to learn cursor basics, and as you can see, quite a few students are completing it. The same goes for my Replik course, and more courses will be coming soon in the premium section, so let's encourage more completion of these courses with a simple automation. Now, inside the audience section of my Create a Magic community, I'm going down to tags, and I'm going to create a fancy new tag. This is something that appears on a member's profile, and it makes them look really cool. I'm going to call the tag alumni, and we'll pick this wonderful emoji as the icon. We can also apply a color background, and of course, we want this to be displayed everywhere. So we'll save it, and now we'll create a workflow that awards that badge. This one will be called Course Completion Kudos. We've got here completed course, and we can choose cursor for this one. Send a direct message, and I've said here, nice work on finishing my cursor course. I'm adding a nice alumni badge to your profile. Any questions? Now you're a pro. We'll continue, and the final part of this automation, add tag, and there it is. Next, it's incredibly painful when you've got thousands of members, but not all of them are active, and this is where the nudge comes in. Instead of an automation, this time we'll go for a bulk action. I'm going to keep it super chill and not very aggressive at 180 days to start with. We'll add the audience, and for the audience rule, we simply scroll down until we find last logged in, and then we switch to greater than 180 days ago. And as you can see, out of 10,000 people, only 442 people have not logged in for half a year. Good to know that most of my audience is active, but nonetheless, I want those 400 plus people involved, so let's go ahead and send them a nudge. That's right, a direct message from myself. We'll keep it short and sweet. Hey, first name, you still there? Anything I can do to help you right now. Really simple stuff. You can also preview exactly how it's going to look, so you can see it's testing with the name of Ben. You still there? Anything I can do to help you right now. People live busy lives, so I like to keep DMs really short, and hopefully this will re-engage some older members. And run now. As you can see here, it's confirming 442 members will get a direct message from me immediately. Let's do it. And boom, look at this. It's running right now. It is messaging those hundreds of members and hopefully reactivating a few. Now, of course, this will take some time, but we've got time. Let's move on to automation number 4. Everyone loves real-life meetups, and I'm going to start a workflow to encourage that. So after a member joined the community with a time delay of 14 days, now we'll send this direct message. Hey, thanks for being with us for a couple of weeks. If you add your location to your profile, it'll unlock special access to our AI hub space, where you can arrange local meetups with AI enthusiasts. Let's not forget the personalization, little emoji for AI hubs, and a link here to edit the account profile. We'll activate this. Now in my community, I'm going to add in a space. This can be an event space, perfect for arranging local meetups, AI hubs. Now, of course, we want it to be secret, so no one can get access until they're assigned. Now, back in workflows, we'll create another one. And for this one as the trigger, profile field updated, we'll add in location, and audience type will be members. We can add the member to a space, and of course, that will be our newly created AI hubs space. That's easy. All we need to do now is activate. That's quite the bunch of automations already. So far, we've done a lot for new members and engaging really old members, but what about rewarding active members? This is where automation number 5 comes in. And for this automation, we'll reward active members. So over here in the workflow triggers, you'll see member leveled up is available. Starter is the first level. The second level is Explorer. Learner is when people really start to become active in my community. That's what I've learned from my experience. So I'm going to choose that one. Now, note you can call these levels different things in your own community. I've just kind of called them AI themed things. So with Learner being level 3, we'll immediately send a direct message from myself. And here it is. You just hit level 3, meaning you're the top 5%. I'm just making that up, but it sounds good, doesn't it? Of community members. Well done. And then the first name, I'm adding an exclusive badge to your profile, should show up there shortly. Now we'll add a tag, and that tag is going to be level 3. It's a tag I've created that gets applied to level 3 member profiles. Now we're also going to make it super exciting for level 3 members who have engaged a lot with the community. As a reward, we'll give them a little bit of a free taster access to my premium paid community. So I'll follow up again with a direct message. And here we're saying, also you've earned a 72-hour VIP pass, jump into the premium community. We'll go down to a workflow action called subscribe to paywall trial. And we're going to subscribe them to the Creator Magic premium community for a taster session of 3 days. We'll also notify the member. So now my active members of the Creator Magic community who were maybe thinking about upgrading already get a free taster to see what it's like on the inside. That's all done and activated, so now for being an active member of my community, you could get a VIP taster pass. Now we're getting into the interesting stuff with workflow number 6, and we're not only going to make a workflow, but we're going to use another automation tool to enhance it with AI. Now earlier I promised new members who fill in their bio a surprise. So when the profile field of bio is updated by members, we'll use the gamification feature and add 5 extra points. Thanks for filling in your bio. Simple as that. But it doesn't stop there. I'm going to use a tool that I know and love to do a little bit of research on my new members and send them a personalized DM. For this, I'll hop into Zapier that has a great integration with Circle and create a new Zap. We'll call it AI-assisted community welcome, and the trigger will be from my Circle account. And you'll notice here it's checking for new members every 2 minutes. Now we'll continue. This time we're going to use a delay. This will be for 1 week. That'll give them enough time to fill in their bio. Now we'll add another Circle event, and this time we're going to find the member. Testing it, it's pulled in all of my details, including my bio that has something there. Now we'll add a path in Zapier, and we'll say only continue if bio text does not contain and blank space. If they do have a bio, we'll use ChatGPT to send them an awesome, very personalized direct message. And we want to have a conversation. The prompt will be simple. Write a simple, casual, short, and informal DM to this AI community member based on their bio here. We can go ahead and give it a quick test. And you'll see here, hey Mike, I love what you're doing with Creator Magic. It's awesome to see how you're making it easier for people to dive into AI apps without needing to code. Why don't we give it a test? Aha, you can't direct message yourself. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, here we are again, logged in as AI Mike up here, and let's watch. Oh yes, there we go, DMs. And they're ablaze with me saying, yes, hey Mike, I really love what you're doing with Creator Magic. This is absolutely awesome. Okay, that's really good, and you've just about made it to the end, to automation number 7 using AI. We're always trying to think of things to post in our community to create discussion and high quality engagement. Well, I've got just the AI-powered automation for you, and you're going to love it. Let's have a look. Back in Zapier again, integrating nicely with Circle, we'll call this YouTube to Discussion. Back in Zapier, I've duplicated my Instagram researcher. This is something I featured on the channel recently, so check out the video if you want to know how it's set up. But essentially, it grabs the transcript of my YouTube video and uses it for content ideas. I'll rename this YouTube to Community Discussion. And to give you an overview of how this works, when there's a new video here on Creator Magic, it will find the transcript ID, then it will get that ID and use it to download the transcript of my latest video from YouTube. Now, this is where it gets fun. We're going to call the ChatGPT step Extract 3 Powerful Questions. Now, here's the prompt, but don't worry, I'll link it down below in the description. You need to make 3 AI-focused discussion topics based on the video transcript below. And I want this all to come back in JSON, no explanations or notes, just the JSON array. And then for the transcript, well, we pulled that in from YouTube. That's all we need to do. Now we can test the step, and it's going to use one of my recent videos to give me some beautiful questions here. What role does the user input play in effectiveness of AI agents? What are the ethical implications of using AI for negotiation? And even this conversation starter, how can AI improve the efficiency of everyday tasks? Now, all of those questions are based on content I recently put on my YouTube channel, so not only does it spark discussion, but it promotes the content I've created. The next step here will arrange those 3 questions ready to loop through by Zapier and post to my community. And again, don't worry, I'll post this template that I'm using on Zapier down below so you can use it yourself. Now, I'll delete the steps that are inside the loop, and instead we'll replace with posting to Circle and inside the discussion space. Now for the post name, we'll go ahead and pull in from our loop, and we should have here, first of all, the wonderful question, which appears just here. And for the custom HTML, the body, we will put in the actual text. Okay, so we've got a title, we've got a posting user, and we've got some text. Let's test the step and see if it works. Okay, it says a post was sent to Circle 0 seconds ago, so let's check. And here we go. We've got a perfectly formed question here and a little bit of body text with a link to the video. This is great and ready for my community members to respond to, all based on the content I'm already creating. Now, the final thing I'll do here in this loop, because it will run 3 times, is add a delay, and we're going to delay for 2 days. That means we'll get a post in the community and then a pause of 2 days before another very relevant post will go out. And that means I have a continual stream of questions to spark interaction inside my community. Well, I really hope at least 1, maybe 2, or maybe all of the 7 automations have helped you and inspired you to create an amazing online community. Be inspired by mine that's over 10,000 members and growing. And now using AI, I can automate a lot of it and create fantastic experiences for everyone who joins. Let me know how you all use these automations, and did I miss something out? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and YouTube is showing a video on your screen right now you should watch next. Thanks.